flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All board members are present. We need a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We also need a motion to approve the minutes from April 17th, the regular meeting and executive session, as well as a special meeting on April 18th.
Motion.
Second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, turn it over to Director Hicks.
We have 3 items in the superintendent's report tonight. We're going to start with the Clarence Schools Enrichment Foundation, who are here to award teacher mini grants. Jenna DePasquale from the foundation.
Good evening. On behalf of CSEF, I'd like to present to the Board of Education the winners of our Spring 2017 Biennial Grant Program. This fall, we received 13 grant applications requesting a total of $17,565.90. I'm proud to announce that the CSEF Board has approved the funding of 9 grants totaling $9,249.97. The Grant Selection Committee looked for grants that would enhance the educational experiences of students in the Clarence Central School District by offering ancillary enrichment in the arts, sciences, math, technology, applied career skills, and athletics. They took into consideration the number of students impacted, the need of the project, and alignment with the goals of the school district and individual buildings within the district. I'd like to take the time to recognize the members of the selection committee who all reside within the Clarence district. First off is John Casey, who's a Clarence alumni. He's the Director of Sales and Marketing for Veramed. Dawn Snyder, who's our CSEF board member, and Elizabeth Tricard, who is a parent of a Harris Hill student. I'd like to ask Dawn Snyder, CSEF board member, Board President Mary Kloss, and Superintendent of Schools Dr. Hicks to please come forward and help us present our certificates to the grant recipients. Christine Rich Reese and Mary Klein, Sensory Room Phase 2 at Harris Hill. He's not here tonight, but Ronald Kotlet, Virtual Reality in the Classroom Phase 2 at the high school. Stephanie Samalski and Mary Sorrells, Interactive Performance of Shakespeare's Greatest Scenes at the high school. Trey Gardner and Jen Burt, SAD Prom Promise event at the high school. George Young, Drawing of the 21st Century, high school.
Ain't guilty, Trish. It is. Yep, go. Put the presentation together. Thank you very much.
Casey Lamarca, Community-Based Instruction at the high school. Leslie Heim, Lynn Elville, and Jenny Rook, Poetry Workshop at the middle school. Dan Leone, Destination Imagination at our district. Jason Urbanek and James Kramer, Clarence Engineering Department, Laser Engraver at the high school. And students. I heard the students had a lot to do with this. So great job.
Congratulations, thank you.
Congratulations. Good job. Yeah. Yeah. Since the beginning of our grant program in the fall of 2014, CSEF has awarded 75 grants totaling $78,157.09. All these programs are made possible by generous donation from members of our community and through the support of our two major fundraising events during the year. Our 4th annual Peach Cup Golf Tournament to benefit CSEF, co-chaired by Sam Haliba and John Casey, will be held on Monday, June 19th at the Links at Ivy Ridge. Sponsorship and ticket information is posted on our website at www.clarenceschoolfund.org. On behalf of the foundation, I'd like to publicly applaud these individuals for developing enrichment activities for the students of Clarence and many of the students themselves that helped out. That's awesome. CSEF is thrilled to support these opportunities and celebrate the efforts of these district employees and students in their dedication and commitment. Thank you.
Okay, next we have some student and staff recognition, and we're going to begin with recognizing Andrea Runfola, who was awarded the Excellence in Music Education honor from the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra and the Erie County Music Educators Association. Andrea is a music teacher in our middle school, and she's absolutely fantastic, so congratulations, Andrea. Also from the Erie County Music Association educators and the Buffalo Philharmonic, we had one of our students who earned the top scholarship prize this year of $3,000. His name is Jared Yap. He's a fantastic student here in the high school. He's a senior who is off to Rice University in the fall. And Jared, as is his custom and habit, is out doing a fundraiser tonight, which he's totally involved with in the community. So how about a hand for Jared? He's a great kid. Also tonight, Ed Rath III and the Erie County Legislature has provided us with a significant, or a certificate of recognition to honor the Clarence School District for being named one of the best communities for music education. And I'd like our Department Chair for Music, Lou Vitello, to come up and accept that honor, please. We also had one other student to recognize tonight, another terrific senior. His name's Greg Catalano. He did an Eagle Scout project where there was a beautification of Goodrich Road and some of the property that's owned by the town. He is going to receive his rank of Eagle Scout next week. And Greg couldn't make it tonight, but how about a hand for Greg anyway?
At this point, there are board members that are going to receive recognition from NYSBA. And, well, we'll skip that one. The first one will go to Dennis for Board Achievement Award, Leadership Development Training. Congratulations. And Tricia Andrews for the same thing. And then Mike gets this nice big portfolio folder for all the work that he has done.
Mary Ellen also got a certificate, so congratulations, Mary Ellen. Okay, next we have our mandatory public hearing on the 2017-18 budget, and I'm going to turn it over to our administrator in charge of finance, Rick Mancuso.
Thank you. We have a brief public hearing for the budget. It's kind of a summary of what we've done the last few months. So first of all, the budget is an ongoing process. Between administration and the Board of Education, we're constantly, on a daily basis, administration, and on a monthly basis, the Board of Education are looking at the budget.
We'll just pause here for 1 second to allow everyone who's been honored. If you have other commitments, it's A-OK.
I won't take it personally. Board of Education has had 5 separate public sessions for input on the budget before adopting the proposed budget on April 17th. The board has set some goals and directives for the new year. In a second they will. There we go. First one is to protect and enhance the district's opportunities. And the second is to make sure that the budget is fiscally responsible and stays within the tax cap. This is a snapshot of the expense budget. It's in the 3 mandated categories by New York State: instruction, which you see is the very largest, capital, and administration. The whole budget is going up only 2.7%. Instruction really is the largest category, as I mentioned. It takes care of educating and transporting over 5,500 students. Increases there are pretty minimal, basically wage increases on a status quo staffing budget. Same thing with the capital. It takes care of our buildings and grounds department, all of the services that they provide, and the debt service for all the projects that have been approved previously. The last category is administration. That takes care of running all of the schools and the district offices. The other side of the budget, the revenue snapshot, shows that New York State aid, sales tax, and property taxes all have very modest increases. However, the district did have to use $500,000 from balances to balance the revenue budget against the expenses, as state aid didn't come in as high as we would like. Property tax is always something that people are interested in. The proposed tax levy is only 1.7% of an increase from the current one. It requires a simple majority approval. And the average tax rate estimate is $14.67 a thousand. That's less than a 1% increase because there is also growth in the district. A $200,000 home would have a $28 per year increase. We are also putting up a bus proposition. 4 vans and 5 full-size buses for $825,000. We've got 97 buses in our fleet. We really run the buses until they are not very efficient any longer. New York State does reimburse 2 out of every $3 we spend on buses and the transportation department. That's something that they've never reduced throughout the years. And this proposition also requires just a simple majority. We certainly think our proposition makes a lot of sense. You need good tires. But annual replacement of buses when you have a fleet our size makes a lot of sense. It keeps the budget manageable. It keeps the tax cap stable. There's no ups and downs. And again, it's only about $4 for a $200,000 house per year. When you have a fleet of 100 buses, you do need to maintain them. We have trustee election also. We have 3 board member seats. Mrs. Andrews, Mrs. Kloss, and Mr. Stott are up this year. We have 3 candidates, Mrs. Andrews, Mr. Stott, and Dawn Snyder. Just a quick recap, how are we doing dollar-wise since we're just talking about budget right now? Well, out of 96 Western New York school districts, we're the #1 in cost effectiveness. Out of the 431 upstate districts, we are #2. Administrative efficiency, again, we're #2 and 3 out of 96 and 431. And we have the third lowest spending out of those 96 school districts and the fifth out of the 431. So dollar-wise, we feel like we're doing very good. The vote is Tuesday, May 16th, a week from tomorrow. We have those 3 items. It's always been at the high school, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mrs. Claus, any questions? Or?
Any board members have any follow-up questions? I know everyone has seen this so the last 5 months. Any follow-up questions or concerns?
We'd also open it up to the community if they have any questions, because this is a public hearing portion of the budget.
If anyone does, they can move to the microphones and please state your name and your address so we could follow up if it needs to be. Okay, thank you very much. We will move on to finance.
The only item I had wanted to note on the reports is that we do need an audit committee meeting scheduled. We can schedule it prior to the next board meeting, but it would have to be like about 4:15 or 4:30 since we have the reception at 5.
So
If
June
that's-
12th at 4:15.
Is that good for everyone?
Yes.
Okay, great. Any other questions on the March financials?
Anyone have any questions on them? Okay, then move for a motion to accept F1 and F2. Oh, okay, all in favor? Okay, personnel, Dr. Patak.
Mrs. Claus, we have a number of items on the instructional personnel agenda, beginning with resignations, a request for leave of absence, 2 informational items, appointments, including 1 part-time annual appointment, appointment of Regents Review instructors, test scoring training. We have the fall sports coaches for your approval for review from Brett Gazupski this evening. Academic intervention services, kindergarten orientation. And we also have 4 individuals who are being recommended for tenure for the upcoming school year. Presentation compensation, 1 salary adjustment that did not make the March agenda, and additions to the substitute list, teacher list with the addendum.
Any questions or concerns? Need a motion to approve P1 through P8.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor? Okay. Non-instructional?
Non-instructional, we have 1 termination in accordance with New York State Civil Service Law, Section 71. Resignations, 1 for the purpose of retirement after 36 years of service to the district. A request for reinstatement to active employment of appointments, and there is 1 correction on this first appointment. There is an end date. The appointment runs from May 9th, 2017 through June 30th, 2017. We also have the request to appoint summer employees, both in the Buildings and Grounds Department as well as the Technology Department, and additions and deletions to the substitute list, including the addendum.
Any questions or concerns? The motion to approve P9 through P13, including the addendum.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Dr. Hicks?
Last month was the busiest month of the year for the special education department. There were 101 committee on special education meetings and 64 committee on preschool special education meetings, mostly from high school, middle school, and Harris Hill. Nothing unusual about the items that are on here, but I did want to bring to the board's attention that when the annual reviews for our special education students are concluded, there's a possibility, a strong possibility, that we may have to, within the confines of the budget that Rick just reviewed, add another special education teacher, potentially 2 special education teachers, given the large number of 5-year-olds who are coming
Preschool.
into the system.
Yes. Is 64 larger than usual at this time of the year? Or is this
A
just?
little bit, yes.
Okay. Okay. I thought it was. Okay, any questions or concerns? Motion to approve both the preschool and the special ed recommendations.
Motion.
Second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have no board developments or policies to review this month, so we move to the second part of the public comment session. Anyone has any questions or concerns, we ask you to move to the microphone and give your name and address.
Hi, Kathy Wild, Fairway Circle. It's not a question or a concern, it's more of an announcement. A while back I had asked for the board to consider the unified basketball program, and today was their first game. So the Clarence Red Devils played at Starpoint, and it was a hard-fought battle, and it was tied at the end of regulation, 28-28, and they went into overtime, and unfortunately we did not prevail. Starpoint won, but it was a fantastic game. The program is fantastic. We have a number of student volunteers who work with the special education students to play basketball. Every time that they're on the floor, there are 3 special education students and 2 general ed students. And I just wanted to announce that the first home game is this Friday at 5 o'clock in the high school gym. Mr. Caniglio tweeted about it this morning. He's asking all fans to come and wear black, to have a blackout for for the kids. It was a wonderful experience. Starpoint were terrific hosts. They had their pep band there. They did a dance party during halftime, and it was just a wonderful experience. So I encourage anyone who would like to come and see really the best of Clarence schools, the great special education program, the fantastic gym teachers and aides who are working with the kids, and our incredible gen ed kids who are just great friends and supporters of the kids who are out there playing basketball. So I just want to say thank you for having that move forward, and it's already a success.
Well, we're glad to hear that and happy to do it.
Alan Bedenko, via Samato. I just want to thank Mrs. Kloss for her service to the board and to the district and to the kids and to the faculty. You've been a really strong voice for the district and for everybody it serves, and I just want to thank you.
Well, thank you very much. It's been my honor. Thank you. Anyone else?
Crawford, Willowbrook. I just have a suggestion, and this was brought to my attention, that when you do the Clarence School budget expenses, when you list the expenses, and I noticed that you did do it on this, you list a plus or a minus. Okay, it makes it easier at first glance to see whether it's an increase or a decrease. Okay,
Thank you, Mrs. Corcoran.
What page are you on? Where are you in?
It's on the 3.
The list of instructional expenses.
So you're on page 4.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, of the annual budget.
Okay, thank you very much. Any others? Okay. Before you are the meetings galore and end of the year events where we will be acknowledging some wonderful teachers, teachers retiring, tenured teachers, and the events that our students are going to be showcasing talents, concerts, junior prom, senior prom, and other recognition orchestras on before you, and this information is available on the district's website for your reference as well. At this point, we need a motion to move to executive session to discuss matters leading to the employment of history of a particular person and discussion of litigation strategy.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, have a good evening.